Right. Okay, now this is a film that Kirsty's taking, and this is where I've spent a lot of the time with Ash. You can see what he's been doing over the years. This is going to be the bathroom. The bath is going to be here, and the shower is going to be here. And you can see he's got all the pipes going in. The water is going to be heated in there, and that's where we've been having a fry most evenings. I'm just full of admiration. You see the beauty of the stonework and the way it's so artistic, isn't it? It's so absolutely, utterly beautiful. And this has taken him so long to do. All these poles, love, that we're looking at over here. You know, he did these all single-handed. He was telling me he didn't have anyone to help him. Now, these go down into the ground, probably that much into the ground. And I said, how did you do this by yourself? And he made the hole, of course. And then, because of his tree felling experience, he has ropes, and he put ropes on one tree over there or something, I don't quite know. And he had to keep on tightening them until this came up just at the right angle and go in. And these have all gone in. As you can see, they've all been, the bark stripped off them, and they've been treated. This is what they looked like before they were treated.
Well, that's only because they got.
Yes, I know. And the only reason these ones are not done, love, is because they're going to be inside the wall. You won't actually see them. These are the ones you will actually see in the house that have been treated in such a way so it looks so beautiful. This, of course, is going to be the sitting room and dining room. And look at the view. Look at the view through the glass windows that they're going to have. Glass doors going right across here, and then the stoop out in the front. I spend many of my mornings coming down here, love, and I sit in this armchair and I do my reading after I've done the quiet time up in the house. You can see our my little grandson here walking around with us. He keeps me company and we watch films together sometimes, but he's not quiet enough for reading, really. Where my big granddaughter loves her stories that she has every night. I'm reading her from Swallows and Amazon's Peter Duck, a chapter a night, which she loves. Now, this is going to be the dining room, and then the bedrooms are going to be here, and there's going to be an upstairs here for Kirsty and Ash. That's going to be their bedroom on the top there. As Ashley says, and I believe him, if he didn't have to work, he says he would have this completed within a year. And I believe he probably would too. But when you think, look at all these foundations, all this he has done. You can see him now. You can see he's working still today. You can see him there doing his finishing work. He's been doing some more of that today. Very proud of him. He's got so many skills, as you can see. You can see the wonder. What's this going to be here, Kirsty, all around here?
That over there is Rebecca's room.
That's Rebecca's room, yes.
This area over here, where Ash is standing in, that's Aaron's room.
Okay, and so what is this going? Is that going to be a kitchen in there?
No, that over there. Inside there is the music studio.
The music studio. That's what he's going to have the cold.
And then over there, that long room is going to be the kitchen.
Yes.
And we actually haven't even been using that braai that's standing there. No. We've been braaiing in our bath fire.
So you can see, love, it's a real work of art. I mean, this is going to be a wonderful home.
We've just done that ceiling.
Yes.
And we've covered it with a tarpaulin so that the Spanish reed doesn't go grey.
Yes. They're looking after that.
That's very nice to look at and see that we've done.
And then what have I been doing? Well, I've been very, very lazy, really, I guess. But today we went up. I've been into the town. Oh yes, and Kirsty, of course. Kirsty has her music and she composes her own songs. And she was singing those and preparing them. We're going into the farmers market tomorrow at Tulbach, and she is going to perform. She says she's very nervous about it, and I don't. Well, she shouldn't be nervous. Well, I mean, I suppose one ought to be nervous, but always, because one always gives a better performance if one has a little bit of nerves. But she's going to be great, and I said, you wait and see how they respond to the first song, and then you'll know you'll love every minute of it.
Thank you, John.
And she has lovely music, very peaceful music. It is very peaceful. None of this big bang 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 stuff.
Oh, that's just because it's the skeletons of the music. Wait until I've completely produced them, then they're going to be lots of doof doofs.
And oh yes, and then today we went right up, love, right up to, you can see the fire break there. No, it's not a fire break actually. That's where they have dug.
It's a bit difficult to see into the light like that, so I don't know if you can actually.
The pipe, the water.
There you go. There you go.
Down. But we walked right up virtually to the contour path there, to where the top little spring is, to see whether the water was coming in enough to give the water for the house and go into the dams. But it wasn't actually. We were very
Sorry about that
interested
lens
to see
flare.
that. So obviously the drought. Well, it's meant to be a dry season now, of course, but obviously. In a sense, the water level is probably now at the beginning of January what you would expect it to be at the beginning of February, so I expect it is obviously a bit of a concern for them. But it was nice going up there, and Kirsty got me a stick so that I didn't sort of fall down. Oh, and yesterday we went to the dam and had a swim, had a beautiful picnic at the dam. Oh, you should see the youngsters swimming, and you see this little man swimming there. He is great. Geez, he has no fear of the water. Of course, he has his water wings on, but nevertheless, you should see him and his sister in the water there. I went in, but didn't stay in very long. But it was very, very nice.
You did what you call a Varley dive.
I did a Varley dive, right?
Although that's only for cold water, but you know, some people do a Varley dive in a dam.
Next week, Ash has got to go to Great and for a business thing to get a quote to someone. And so we thought that we would all go to Great, perhaps for the couple of days. And it would be rather fun.
Come this way a bit. I want to get a bit out of the wind. I don't know if the wind is making. And then here's our entrance foyer.
Oh, this is the entrance foyer. I've never come. We don't come in this way, love. You can see how it's a beautiful entrance foyer, actually. Very, very nice. Yes, and then you come into the sitting room and the dining room.
Oh, here's the door.
Yes.
This is going to be a window over there, and that is the door.
It's got such wonderful footage.
See, the wind comes from that direction.
Okay.
So our keeping, that's the first thing that Ash built, was that stone wall there to stop the wind from slamming the door shut. You know, so we'll have some windows over there. We have a big window over there.
Come down here not every evening, quite often in the evening we come down and we sit in there and we have a bride in there, which is very nice.
Yeah, our bathroom has become our lounge.
They have, although I must admit I'm having a little meat whilst I'm on holiday. I had a pork sausage the other day, which I love. Yucks, you say. And a lamb chop last night, which I hadn't had for 3 years, love. Which I quite enjoyed. But I'm quite happy to be a vegetarian, really. Although I must say I do miss my pork.
Let's just see how the beautiful